If you've ever engaged in a heated sports conversation, you've definitely found yourself in the middle of the who's the greatest of all time showdown. The battle for the GOAT title, and most of the time, is between the legendary Michael Jordan and the modern powerhouse, LeBron James. We all know it, we've all debated it, and we've all probably lost a friend or two over it. And even though they might be wishing the debate would take a breather, it's still a sizzling topic that sets the sports world ablaze. Now, before you roll your eyes and mutter, "Not this again," trust me, I get it. We've dissected every angle, crunched countless stats, and relived those unforgettable moments. But the fire is still burning, and today, we've got some spicy new seasoning to add to the mix. We've got a fresh perspective. You see, one man knows Michael Jordan's abilities inside out. I'm talking about the man who's seen it all from the sidelines, the whisperer of champions, the sage of sweat and sacrifice, the legendary Tim Grover, the man who molded Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant into the unstoppable forces they became. And you know what? Grover doesn't hold back when he wades into the GOAT waters. Grover's got his cards laid out on the table, and he's got his chips stacked high on Jordan. Why Jordan over LeBron, you might ask? Well, guys, that's the exact question Grover tackles head on. With the confidence of a last-second game winner, he takes this debate, slices it into 3 neat parts, and serves it up with unapologetic conviction. But before we get to all that, you know the drill, fam. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and slam the notification bell so you never miss out on our mind-blowing NBA content. And now, let's get this show on the road. Argument 1, History Maker. Tim Grover's first argument, the only one related to Michael Jordan and LeBron James' basketball play, was that Jordan accomplished something that has only happened 4 times in the history of the NBA. Grover laid it out plain and simple. In the NBA books of history, there have only been 4 instances where a player reigned as the scoring champ, snagged a spot on the prestigious all-defensive first team, clinched the MVP title, and then crowned it all with a championship ring and a finals MVP. That sounds like a tall order, right? Well, not for his airness, Michael Jordan. He didn't just pull this off once, or twice, or even thrice. He did it 4 times over, in 91, 92, 96, and 98. But here's the kicker. It's not about the hardware for his airness. It's all about the legacy he left imprinted in the hardwood. I'm talking about those iconic kicks that paved the way for sneaker culture as we know it today. I mean, come on. We've all rocked a pair of J's at some point, and you can bet your basketball-loving heart that the man himself has made billions off that swag alone. That's some serious branding games, folks. This accomplishment, as impressive as it is, focuses on Jordan's unparalleled greatness. It's a narrative that speaks volumes about his on-court prowess, his unrelenting hunger, and his ability to rise to the occasion, time and time again. But it doesn't quite dip its toes into the LeBron James pool. And let's be real, King James has etched his own mesmerizing story onto the hardwood. Over the past decade, this dude has been on a mission, stacking up 4 championship rings and more awards than you can shake a basketball at. I mean, it's hard to ignore the sheer force of LeBron's argument for GOAT status. Just recently, he dropped the game-changing bombshell. You know the legendary LA Lakers icon, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Yeah, the dude who held the record for all-time scoring in the NBA. LeBron breezed right past that seemingly unbreakable record. I mean, Abdul-Jabbar took over 2 decades to build that mountain of points. And LeBron, well, he just strolled on by, adding another epic chapter to his storied career. Argument number 2, Sneaker Showdown. Tim Grover's second argument was that Jordan is the GOAT because of the success that his signature shoes, Air Jordans, have had off the court. To illustrate this, Grover said to the audience, "If you own a pair of Jordans or have a pair of Jordans, stand up." Responding to this, a lot of people in the crowd stood up. After this, Grover said, "If you have a pair of LeBrons on, stand up." This time, fewer people stood up. And you know what Grover's trying to say. He's hinting that more kicks in the streets mean one thing: Jordan's the GOAT. But let's get real for a minute. Is it fair to measure a player's prowess by how many pairs of kicks they've moved off the shelves? It's a wild thought, but Grover's throwing it out there for us to chew on. He's got us picturing a world where basketball prowess translates to sneaker supremacy, where owning a pair of kicks becomes the modern-day salute to basketball greatness. However, Grover was able to paint it for the audience, be it legitimate or not. And let's be real, Jordans are more than just shoes. They're a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of style and swagger that's etched into the very fabric of street fashion. His sneaker theory, while intriguing, might be a slippery slope. Sure, Jordans fly off shelves faster than a fast break. But does that really crown his airness as the GOAT? We're talking about a game where the court is the canvas, the scoreboard is the verdict, and the heart of the player is the true measure of greatness. This isn't about to be settled by a pair of kicks. Jordans, LeBrons, Kobe's, they're all a part of the cultural mosaic, each telling a different tale of the game's evolution. So while Grover's sneaker showdown adds a spicy sprinkle to the GOAT recipe, let's not forget the main course, the sweat, the passion, and the timeless moments recorded in the archives of basketball history. Argument number 3, still worthy kicks. Now, Grover's argument only seems to get more and more strange. His third argument might be cooler than a half-court buzzer beater, but it's got a hole in it big enough to dunk through. You see, folks, it's basic math. If more people are rocking Jordans, well, it's a no-brainer that more Jordans will be swiped too. It's not about some mythical hierarchy where thieves are lining up for the Jordans because they think Jordan was a better player. Nah, it's all about numbers. More shoes, more chances to be pinched. This is what Grover said. Here comes the mic drop right here. We've all heard stories about individuals getting robbed for their Jordans. Have you ever heard the story of anyone getting stuck up for their pair of bronze? There you go. Grover is taking the stolen sneaker route to settle the GOAT score. But hang on, let's pump the brakes here for a sec. While it might sound like a plot twist for a B-list basketball movie, let's give Grover's logic a fair shake. It's not like these sneaker thieves are swiping J's over bronze because they're secretly part of the Jordan fan club. Nope. It's the almighty dollar calling the shots. J's carry that iconic legacy, that cultural clout, and let's be real, a heavier price tag. So, if you're in the market for a sneaker loot, it's no rocket science that Jordans are the juicier target. Yes, Michael Jordan has been synonymous with greatness since the beginning. The Chicago Bulls icon, the clutch shot maestro, the 6-time NBA champ who's undefeated in the finals. Jordan's got that mystical aura surrounding him, a vibe that's led many to crown him the GOAT without question. Sure, LeBron's got those 4 titles in his back pocket, but there's this pesky finals record hanging around his neck like a missed free throw. At 4'6", it's not exactly the sort of championship scorecard you'd want to shout from the rooftops, especially when you're sharing the ring with Jordan's perfect 6-0 finals record. And here's the kicker. The debate is more than just numbers and accolades. It's becoming a generational thing, a clash of eras, a showdown between the old school fans and the new age believers. It's like comparing a classic vinyl record to the latest digital beat. Both epic in their own right, yet impossible to truly measure against each other. It's been a wild ride, dissecting their careers, crunching those numbers, and diving deep into the legacies of LeBron James and Michael Jordan. But you know what? It's time to put the mic down, step back, and let you, the fans, take center stage. For those of you who live and breathe stats, who marvel at the art of playmaking, and who appreciate the beauty of longevity in the game, LeBron James will forever stand as a beacon of greatness. I mean, come on. Julius Erving himself weighed in, shedding light on the sheer impressiveness of LeBron's multiple final appearances. It's a testament to dedication and skill that simply can't be ignored. But then there's that other camp, the diehard believers in the power of victory, the defenders of the never taste defeat philosophy. And let's not forget the diehards of unadulterated scoring prowess. Yes, my friends, for you, Michael Jordan will forever reign as the untouchable GOAT. The man's got rings. He's got that magical aura of invincibility in his scoring. Well, it's a symphony of dominance that echoes through the annals of history. Sure, Jordan's got the numerical lead in a few more categories than LeBron currently does. But hey, don't close the curtains just yet. The King's still got time on the clock, and his career journey is far from over. Who knows what records he'll shatter, what heights he'll reach, and what debates he'll spark before the final buzzer sounds. So, as we wrap up this electrifying debate, I'll leave you with this. The GOAT crown is in your hands. It's a tale of 2 legends and a saga of styles. So keep those discussions going, keep the passion alive, and let's keep the flame of basketball greatness burning bright. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to never miss a beat. Until next time, ball out and stay legendary. Chill.